Hello there guys, welcome back to a new video. Now we are back working on the BMW 130i. Now I have decided I am going to be selling this thing. However though, before we get this thing up for sale, we need to tick off a couple of jobs, and one of those is giving the car a good service. So today we're going to be giving it an oil change. So we have 7 litres of 5W30 LL04 spec oil, new oil drain plug, new cabin filter, new engine air filter, and a new oil filter, of course. Now this kit has been supplied by the car parts shop, so if you want to check them out, or maybe you want to get yourself a service kit for your own car, feel free to check out that link down in the description box below. But now let's get this car up in the air. Let's get the engine up to operating temperature so we can get that engine oil nice and warm. So whilst the engine is getting up to operating temperature, you want to let the engine get nice and warm, because not only will the oil drain a lot easier, it just means that if any sediments are maybe at the bottom of the oil pan, they will sort of suspend in the oil and then drop out a lot better. But while it is doing that, I'm just going to start removing the engine air filter and the cabin filter. Now to remove the lid off the top of the engine air filter, so it's held in by these Torx 25 screws. There we are. Now I'm not going to actually remove the air filter. I know it probably won't happen, but say if something did fall down in there, then technically it could just make its way into the engine, and that wouldn't be a good thing to happen, would it, when the engine is running, of course. So we will just get the cabin air filter box removed, just held in by these 8mm screws. And these cabin air filter boxes are usually full of leaves, so it'd be interesting to see what this one looks like. Yeah, a couple of leaves, but definitely not the worst that I've seen. The cabin filter itself, again, doesn't look terrible. I think this car was actually serviced. I think it was given a full service like about 10,000 miles ago. So we're doing it all again, but it's definitely worth, you know, doing all the filters at least every other oil change. Okay, so engine has been running for 10 or 15 minutes or so, so it should be nice and warm now. Just going to head underneath, locate the oil drain plug, which is just there. I'm going to crack that loose. Should be a 17mm bolt. There we are. That's that drain plug removed, and the oil is draining nicely. I'm just going to open the oil filler cap, just so that there's no kind of vacuum there. To be honest, looking inside of this engine, I mean, at least the top half, what we can see here, it looks very clean. It looks a lot cleaner actually than my previous BMW 130i. I think this has had a lot more regular oil changes than my old one did. Yeah, I'll have to get the service history and see, check the service intervals that this engine has had. Right, so I've got the service history here. Right, let's have a look then. So, of course, first registered 2008. First service was at 16,000 miles. Fairly standard stuff with it still being in warranty. There was then another service at 29,000 miles. And then another one at 33,000, 39,000, 45,000, 50,000, 58,000, 68,000, another one at 68,000, oh that was just a vehicle check, 82,000, 88,000, and then we're currently on 98,000, so we're going to be doing one today. So yeah, it's definitely had regular services, this car, which is great news. I'm also going to crack the oil filter now as well. fully remove the oil filter. That's very important on these N52 engines. Do not throw this center part of the oil filter cap away. This is known as the oil filter cage, and if you remove this and throw it away, a lot of people just, because it doesn't clip, a lot of people will throw that away with the oil filter, then they'll wonder why they have oil pressure issues. So yeah, don't do that, keep that in place. Now using a pick tool, we'll just remove both of the O-rings, so the larger sealing ring on the outside and then the smaller one on the end of this cage. Is that removed? And we get our new oil filter and drop the filter itself in place. Should hear it click. And we have our new O-rings, both of them, and then the copper washer for the drain plug as well. Let's get the main sealing ring in place. There we are. And that smaller O-ring as well. Slide that over and into position, and the oil filter can be installed then. Before torquing it down to 25 Newton meters. There we are. Now whilst I wait for the remaining oil to drain out, may as well get the engine air filter removed. There we are. Again, this isn't dirty at all really. Oh well, we're putting in a new one anyway. I'm just going to give this airbox a little clean out because there's a few leaves in the bottom. And while we're in here, why not just go the extra mile? I'm going to give the entire engine bay a good proper deep clean, but obviously we're not going to be able to get underneath the cabin air filter box when we do that, or indeed inside of the engine air filter box. So just give them a quick clean now, then it's done. Your regular mechanic though, they're definitely not doing this when they're servicing your car. They do not care what your air filter box looks like. Personally though, I'd rather them be clean so that they don't contaminate my new air filter. Right, let's get these new filters installed. We'll start with the cabin air filter. So great news, this is a charcoal activated cabin air filter, which just does a little bit more to prevent any toxic gases from entering the cabin essentially. And there's only one way that this can go in. It's like this. And it should just click in. Let's get the cabin air filter box back in position then. Let's get all those 8mm screws reinstalled. And there we are, it's a cabin filter swapped out. Let's move on to the air filter now. Very easy to install. It literally just drops in, obviously to make sure everything lines up. And there we go, that's the new engine air filter installed. Let's get the cover back on now. That's the engine air filter swapped out then. And after we'd done all that, all of the old oil should have drained out by now. So we get a brand new drain plug and crush washer installed. And with that new drain plug installed, we'll also torque that down to 25 Newton meters. Now it's time to fill up with fresh engine oil. So I'm going to estimate that it should take between 6 and 7 litres. So I'm going to put the entirety of this 5 litre container in. And then an entire 1 litre container. And that should do for the time being. Obviously there's no physical dipstick, so we are going to be relying on the electronic level sensor, but 6 litres should definitely be enough to start the engine. We'll close up the oil filler cap, get the engine fired up, get the car back on the ground, and then we can check with the oil level sensor then. And now that the car is back on the ground, we just need to wait for the engine to get up to temperature before we can check the oil level. Okay, so I should be able to take an oil reading now, and it is actually displaying at the max mark. So 6 litres was actually enough. Of course I'll keep an eye on things, you know, if when I take it for a drive I notice that the oil level drops, it's probably just the level sorting itself out, because usually you have to add about 6.5 litres, but the fact that it's showing that we are at the max with 6 litres, I don't know. Like I said, I don't fully trust those level sensors, but if you put somewhere between 6 and 7 litres, generally you're going to be okay with this N52 engine. Okay, so we now want to reset the service data. This is the inspection, that's basically the MOT, so we will reset that. That needs to be changed to 0225. No, not 0225, 0226. And the oil can be reset, probably give us another ridiculous amount, yeah, 15,000 miles. You don't want to go that long. I'd say 10,000 miles maximum really. Front brakes, we've actually replaced the front brakes, so we can reset that as well. Done front discs and pads. So because that was an advisory on the MOT, so we just went ahead and changed it. Anything else? No, that's it. Okay, so we're all up to date with the service data then. Service book filled out, 98,573 miles, and that's the date today. Yeah, it is 2025, isn't it? Yes, it is. Right, so the next owner should be good for another year at least with this car. And there we go then. That is a service done on the Bmw 130i. Couple little jobs left to do. I want to do a transmission service. I have no idea if it's already been done at this point. It's on nearly 100,000 miles, so it's a good time to do it. Also still need to do the rear wiper motor. Undecided what I'm going to do with that yet, but obviously still need to sort it. But aside from that, I think this car is pretty much ready. Just needs a desperate clean, a good clean, and you know, a little bit of a detail as well. I'll probably go over it with the polisher and give the engine bay a good deep clean as well, because yeah, probably never had one. Well, at least not for a long time. But mechanically, this car is very, very solid. But yeah guys, I am going to wrap this video up. Hopefully you all have enjoyed it. Remember to give it a like, leave a comment down below, subscribe if you have not already done so, and I will see you all in that next one.